So at Vicar School, just after Easter, we had to do 3-minute sermons, and so I thought I would do something a bit different, and I did a spoken word piece, and it's on Psalm 139. So here it is. The Psalms, ancient words of wisdom dripping with truth, life and vision. The words of King David we repeat but can't quite be sure whether he was the author or just the named star. But for now, we'll assume what many believe, that the words are of David as they litter these pages with faith, hope, truth, grief. One man's prayer journal just put into print, maybe a songbook or just Christian hints. The sense of the person we see as the guts of his life are spilled onto these pages, words of truth, life and hope that last through the ages. David, a man after God's heart, we hear, but also broken, a sinner often falling apart. Broken, he pours out his thoughts, his feelings, perhaps at the end of the line. And now here we arrive at Psalm 139. It speaks of a God who is sovereign and true, from whom nothing is hidden. Every action, every thought, every word that is given, before it's even spoken, he hears and allows it to echo around. In his mind, in his heart, he knows every gentle sound. As a kid, I would wonder if God really knew all. How could he be that guy, like some awesome, all-seeing, all-spiritual spy? If I lied to my mum, picked my nose, hit my brother, was his punishment like guilt or going to bed with no supper? But the truth is, God isn't like some all-knowing supernatural CCTV. He's the Father who loves all and will never depart from me. The psalmist wonders if he can hide, where he can flee, in his bed, in the depths, the furthest side of the sea. But no place is too far, no place is too close, for God, of whom there can be no overdose. If you lie in your bed with the curtains just not quite closed, you'll know even a pinprick of light is enough to disturb your repose. And the same goes for God. Just a tiny hint of light can break into your storms, unleashing his sunlight onto the darkness, disturbing your norm. So, it's a description of God, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, omni-all, some theological words that can easily bring us to a stall, our engines failing as we try to decipher their meaning. What is the psalmist sharing for us here in 2016? That this God, so powerful and true, who created the world and all of its beauty, actually wants to know me, to understand me, to love me, and not out of duty. He sees into our souls past the jumble of inner thoughts, and yet, while he knows all, he sees past all of our faults. Then, into my mind come lingering critical words we have spoken so often, like church is irrelevant, boring, best left forgotten. But the psalmist's words here speak of the truth of a Wi-Fi God, always on, always there, like some holy iPod. Those who know, those who listen, who believe these words of hope, truly understand their eternal scope. These are the words of the psalmist in his own hurts and pains, and yet every time we know, we see that it's God. God is the one to whom he is chained. And is this true for us? Could we speak these verses of our own lives? Are you precious to God? Does he see every breath, every fall, every rise? Does he know all your thoughts? Will he count them in eternity? Can you speak this out with such total certainty? Over thousands of years these lines have been spoken and sung, heard and reflected on, prayed through in a never-ending run, and the truth is the same now as ever it was. Today, yesterday, forever, as they lead us to that heavenly one who is our Saviour. I pray they will touch you and reach into your heart as we seek out the one from whom we can never be apart.